Few figures in history cast a shadow as long and dark as Adolf Hitler. His name evokes images of war, genocide, and unspeakable atrocities. His ideology, twisted and hateful, plunged the world into chaos and left an indelible scar on humanity. Yet to truly understand how such darkness could grip a nation, we must delve deeper, beyond the well-trodden path of familiar narratives. Join me, if you will, as we venture into the lesser-known aspects of Hitler's life, exploring the complex and often contradictory facets of this deeply flawed individual. From his early aspirations to the forces that shaped his worldview, we embark on a journey through history, seeking to shed light on the man behind the monster. Long before the chilling echoes of Sieg Heil reverberated through the streets of Germany, a young Adolf Hitler harbored a different kind of ambition: to become an artist. Picture, if you will, Vienna at the turn of the 20th century, a city teeming with artistic fervor. It was here that Hitler, armed with his sketchbooks and dreams, sought entrance to the prestigious Academy of Fine Arts. Twice he applied, and twice he was rejected. The Academy's professors, seemingly unable to perceive the dark visions that lay dormant within him, found his artistic talents wanting. This rejection, some historians believe, cut deep, leaving an unhealed wound on his ego. It is a tantalizing thought, is it not, to consider how history might have unfolded had fate dealt a different hand. Would the world have known a different Hitler, a frustrated artist seeking solace in brushstrokes rather than power? Or was the darkness already stirring within him, waiting for its moment to emerge? The answers, like the strokes on a canvas, are open to interpretation. History, my friends, is often a tapestry woven with jarring contradictions. And so it is with Adolf Hitler, a man who orchestrated unimaginable horrors, yet who also embraced a lifestyle seemingly at odds with his ruthlessness: vegetarianism. Yes, you heard correctly. The architect of the Holocaust abstained from eating meat. While the exact reasons for his dietary choices remain a subject of debate, some historians point to his deep affection for animals. Hitler, it seems, was deeply disturbed by the suffering of animals and saw vegetarianism as a way to minimize their pain. He even enacted some of the most progressive animal welfare laws in Germany at the time. A strange dichotomy, isn't it? To possess such tenderness towards one form of life, yet remain utterly indifferent to the suffering of millions of others. It serves as a stark reminder that the human psyche is a labyrinth of complexities, capable of harboring both compassion and cruelty in equal measure. The swastika, a symbol forever tarnished, irrevocably linked to the horrors of the Nazi regime. But this emblem, now synonymous with hatred and genocide, has a history far older and far more benign than its 20th century appropriation. For millennia, the swastika held a place of reverence in diverse cultures across the globe. From the ancient temples of India to the pottery shards of prehistoric Europe, this simple symbol, with its arms reaching out like rays of sunlight, represented good fortune, prosperity, and spiritual well-being. To the Hindus, it was a mark of auspiciousness. To the Buddhists, it symbolized the Dharma, the teachings of the Buddha. And to countless other cultures, it served as a talisman, warding off evil and inviting good luck. How tragic it is that a symbol once imbued with such positive connotations could be so ruthlessly twisted, its meaning contorted into something ugly and hateful. Words, my friends, are powerful instruments. In the hands of a skilled orator, they can inspire, incite, and, tragically, even incite hatred and violence. Adolf Hitler, unfortunately, possessed a mastery of language that was as undeniable as it was dangerous. His speeches, delivered with a fiery passion and theatrical flair, had a hypnotic effect on his audiences. He tapped into their fears, their frustrations, their yearning for a return to greatness. He offered them scapegoats and promised them a utopian future, all the while fanning the flames of nationalism and anti-Semitism. Listening to recordings of his speeches today, one can still feel the raw emotion, the chilling conviction in his voice. It serves as a stark reminder of the seductive power of rhetoric and the importance of critical thinking in the face of charismatic leadership. The year is 1914. The guns of August have erupted, plunging Europe into the abyss of World War I. Among the millions swept up in this maelstrom was a young Adolf Hitler, an Austrian by birth, who volunteered to fight for Germany. Life in the trenches was brutal, a relentless cycle of mud, blood, and unimaginable carnage. It was here, amidst the deafening roar of artillery and the stench of death, that Hitler's worldview hardened. He witnessed firsthand the horrors of war, experienced the camaraderie of his fellow soldiers, and felt the sting of defeat. Some historians argue that this crucible of war left an indelible mark on Hitler, fueling his resentment towards the Treaty of Versailles and planting the seeds of his twisted ideology. Whether this is entirely true or not, one thing is certain. The horrors of World War I played a pivotal role in shaping the course of the 20th century, and Adolf Hitler's destiny was inextricably intertwined with its bloody legacy. In the hands of a ruthless regime, propaganda becomes a weapon, a tool for shaping public opinion, silencing dissent and manufacturing consent for even the most heinous acts. And in Nazi Germany, no one understood the power of propaganda better than Joseph Goebbels, the Reich Minister of Propaganda. Under Goebbels' direction, newspapers, radio broadcasts, films, and even art were co-opted to spread the Nazi message. Jews were demonized, portrayed as parasites and enemies of the state. Hitler was deified, his image plastered on posters and buildings, his every utterance presented as the gospel truth. Through a relentless barrage of carefully crafted messages, Goebbels and his Ministry of Propaganda were able to manipulate a nation, twisting the truth, fueling hatred, and paving the way for unimaginable atrocities. As we've journeyed through these lesser-known aspects of Adolf Hitler's life, we've encountered a complex and deeply unsettling figure, a man of contradictions, capable of both tenderness towards animals and unspeakable cruelty towards his fellow human beings. It is essential to remember that understanding history, even its darkest chapters, is not about condoning or glorifying the past. Rather, it is about learning from it, about recognizing the warning signs of intolerance, hatred, and the dangers of unchecked power. For it is only by confronting the ghosts of our past that we can hope to build a future free from the spectre of tyranny and oppression. Join us as we reflect on these facts about Adolf Hitler, remembering that understanding history is crucial for preventing its darkest chapters from repeating. If you found this exploration of history illuminating, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Let us continue to learn from the past, together.